Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is going to be my review for Ouran High School Host Club episode 7. I was only able to get some stuff recorded today. I was able to get an episode of Inuyasha, Ouran, Fairy Tail, and 2 episodes of Italia done today. And the kids weren't even asleep when I was recording. So if you're watching the reactions whenever I post them and you hear kids in the background, that's why. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to record tomorrow or not because I have to work 8 to 12 tomorrow. So I should theoretically be able to, because I don't think the kids would have had their nap by the time I get home. So what I do, I'm gonna make some lunch or possibly go buy lunch depending on what I feel like doing. Come home, eat, and then try to record. And tomorrow I think I'll work on Konosuba, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, maybe another episode of Fruits Basket. I think I'll save Hellsing Ultimate for when I'm back to a normal recording schedule, which will be around April 13th. So for all you people wanting Hellsing Ultimate, I apologize. I don't think I'd be able to get it done with all that going on. Or with the kids are at, is what I'm saying. Because they'll be too loud and they'll interfere with my recording, and I won't be able to cut it out because how can I cut it out? I don't even think my editing software can do that. It still leave, my voice in there and all the other stuff. It just can't. I wouldn't even if it can, I don't even know how to do it. Anyway, this is going to be my review. Like I said, my review for Ouran High School Host Club episode 7, and this is not the episode that I was thinking of. It's the next episode. This is the water park episode, and we get to learn more about Mori and Honey, and that they're cousins by marriage. And that's part of the reason why Mori is so protective over Honey and why they're always together. I wish they would just be quiet. Why they can't just be quiet, I don't know. And for those of you saying that why don't I just have them go outside, it's too cold to go outside. So as we had an issue this morning where apparently there was a notice sent out that there was an armed individual in the area and that we all needed to stay inside, so yeah, that wasn't even an option. Also, only time I probably would be able to record would be if my sister had the kids, and currently that might not happen anytime soon. So yeah, that's not an option at this point. I'll only believe it'll happen when it actually happens. So yeah, that's how bad it is. Anyway, this episode essentially, I have a few, at least one issue with this episode. I know it's an anime and that it doesn't really have to go by normal physics, but how does Renge get that contraption from the school where it came out last time all the way to where the water park is and under the water park? It makes no logical sense even in an anime standard. And there's not even magic in this show, so you can't use that as an excuse. It's a slice of life anime. So yeah, explain it to me then. For those of you hardcore anime fans, explain it to me please. How is that possible? And I know the original, but even money has limitations. Anyway, yeah, she pops up. And there's another issue. I know it kind of makes sense for Timebucks' character and all, but he had an issue with Haruhi wearing a one-piece swimsuit that covered her entire chest. What little she had. Sorry, Haruhi, you have a small chest. It had a little skirt on there, so you couldn't even see, anything down there if anything were to stick out, So by all means, the only thing that you could see was her arms, her legs, this part of her torso, right above her chest, where her chest is supposed to be, but that was the only thing that was uncovered. By all accounts, that is a very covering dress. It's a very covering swimsuit. That's probably the best swimsuit she could have picked if she wanted to stay covered up and still wear a swimsuit. And not have, anything outside to cover up with. But Tamaki acted like she was wearing that string bikini that they showed her. That bikini that was just nothing more than a couple of strings, that Haruhi said. He was acting like she was wearing that. Which she wasn't. I mean, I know that Tamaki likes Haruhi and all that, but even that was kind of going a little bit overboard. What do you guys think? And yet he's completely fine with Rangi wearing a two-piece bathing suit. Granted, hers wasn't that bad, but still. Then again, I know he doesn't like Rangi in that way, but still. If he's against women wearing swimsuits to begin with, why was he even okay with her even going to get a swimsuit in the first place? You know? And Kyoya was not on his A game in this episode. Usually he's on top of everything, doing research on all the guests, getting everything planned for the host club, their events. He's on top of everything, even in a somewhat creepy way later on. And yet he neglected to have the people who run the park keep the gators out of there, and because there were going to be visitors, let the police force know that there were visitors there and that they didn't have to worry about any suspicious people besides, who they're looking for. He's just not on his A game today. Maybe he was just too relaxed. Yeah, the kids are getting into stuff they're not supposed to. But yeah, I love this episode, and that you also get to see for the first time that Honey is a badass. Mori ain't no slouch either, but Honey is a lot more superior. And it's quite amusing considering he looks like a little kid, yet he's a freaking... he's 1 year away from becoming legally an adult.
I'm not talking to you, Jackson. Get in here. Are you through? I'm talking to Wyatt. You get in here.
Yeah, kids are doing stuff they're not supposed to. That's what you hear in the background. I wish I could edit it out. So I wouldn't have, if I could, I wouldn't have to worry about recording it when they're awake. Only thing I would still have to worry about would be interruptions. I'm gonna go... Dang. But anyway, yeah, Kyoya was not on his A game today. And apparently Honey is a lot smarter and more, would I say manipulative? Does that be the right word for this case? And that he's trying to appear more cuter because what Rangi was said was actually wrong in the episode. He was threatened by another lolly boy. Lolly boys are essentially teenagers or adults who look like little kids. That was an actual little kid. That was an elementary student. So he was not technically a lolly boy. He was just a kid. So yeah, what she said was wrong. He didn't have to worry about a thing about being replaced. Because the kid's not a lolly. He is. He is a genuine lolly. Little boy wasn't. Anyway, I like this episode, but I'm a little nervous about next episode. And for those of you who've seen the episode, you kind of can get what I'm saying. Anyway, I'll get this edited and all that. I'll try to anyway, and I'll see y'all next time.